whenever you're ready.
Chuck Curry, University Information Security Officer. I do not know how long I've been the University Information Security Officer. I've been at UNCG for 30 plus years, and I was the first security person here. So networking, systems, all those kind of pieces before, let's say 10 years. One of the things myself as an information security officer tries to do is eliminate data. If I can get rid of my social security number from UNCG's possession, that UNCG can't give it to anybody, can they? These were the things that I actually sent back to her initially that I figured we'd probably talk about. One of them is how to compute safely from your workstation. The other one was how to maintain your privacy in a social network world. And I can address the second one easily. If you play the game, you will not be private. Period. Okay? I generally, when I recommend people go out and do a search for something, you should generally look at why you're doing, what risk you're willing to take around it, and what you're hoping to gain from it. Okay? Because there may be multiple people that have reposted this video. There may be actually people that have hidden things within the video to actually execute things on your workstation. So part of what you end up doing, regardless of what you do in this world, is look for an authoritative source. Something that you have some reason to believe is an authority. Why do people want to compromise my system? It's dollars. It's all dollars. No matter where it is, no matter what you're talking about, it's dollars. And it's not even that they have to compromise my system. What is my information worth to them? I mean, who's out for this stuff? Certainly criminals are out for it. They want an ability to pick up things to make money off of you. If they can do something as simple as redirect an ad that would normally be popping on when you go to CNN.com, and you would normally be getting an ad for Bill's widgets, you get ones for Sue's widgets instead. They're getting paid because they're popping Sue's widgets to you instead of Bill's widgets. Countries. I hear constantly about China. China. China's the world's largest. Come on in, please. They are the largest country by population. They're becoming the largest economy if they're not already. And one of the things they actually are looking to do is take intellectual property. If there's one thing people in the States are good at, it's creating ideas. So if I can get the ideas for an airplane without having to actually go through the design work, why wouldn't I take that and build that airplane instead? It's there. Private industry. Do you know the Google business model? They give you email. They give you a web browser. They give you YouTube. Why? Because they're learning enough about you to be able to sell advertising to you. The more they can target the advertising, the better for Google. The more I'm willing to pay as a vendor who might want that. But you can do it from things on your email on your workstations. And people need to learn that you need to wait until you can actually get where you can respond to an email. Just because you read an email does not mean you have to act upon it the moment you receive it. The feds ran a program a few years ago. It was Stop, Think, Click, or Proceed, I think is what it was. Okay? You do have to stop. You got to think about what you're doing. Think about whether or not it's of value before you go forward. I do not believe in passwords. I believe in passphrases. If you love poetry, use poetry. Put a number and some odd characters in it every once in a while, maybe between your words. It's great. The purpose of a firewall is if something is trying to talk to your workstation without your saying it, without you talking to it first. Okay? That's its whole purpose in life. Okay?
That's a good thing. Keep your workstations patched and up to date. Most everything we do today automatically tries to actually patch your workstations automatically. The reason being, your window between when a vulnerability is announced and when somebody has reverse engineered it and is using it in the outside world is hours. Use email responsibly. Email is sort of the hardest piece for everybody. And it is really still the most common way of getting through to anybody on campus. And people have learned that they can get to very small targets of email pieces. Less than 50 people being targeted by somebody on campus, and it looks like it's coming from campus. It's been happening from the library, looks like it's coming from the library, and what they're doing is stealing your credentials to use them at Access Journals to suck information out to somebody else that they're then republishing. Okay? And nobody knows about it really until the vendor at the end complains that somebody's downloading too many journal articles. And then that person gets cut off, those credentials get changed, and they start with the next one. You're talking to a person who likes to eliminate risk. Okay?
Yeah.
I would, we do electronic banking at my house. I have a system dedicated to doing banking. Okay? Because she also wants to go to iTunes on it, she also wants to go blah, blah, blah. But we've essentially said that is only a bill-paying system. So that's what we do, and in fact, I've actually done networking in my house so that what my kids do cannot possibly impact that machine, okay? I would never put stuff on my smartphone. Part of it depends on what you use your smartphone for. You know, what games have you downloaded to it, and to have those games brought in special stuff behind the scenes. When you read stuff from the NSA and what they were doing with Mr. Snowden, the NSA folks really liked Angry Birds because Angry Birds got more rights to that machine than it was supposed to have. And then they used that to gather more information off of those phones. Okay?